Hello and welcome to Yes Your Grace Snowfall. Okay, so this is actually the sequel to one of my favorite narrative games ever, which is Yes Your Grace, made by the same studio, and if you would like to add it to your Steam wishlist, then you can do that through the link in the description. This is the beta version of the game. It has not yet fully been released, but oh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, I have a full playthrough, by the way. Full playthrough, full playlist on the channel. You should probably check it out if you're interested. It is a narrative simulation experience where you play a king and you have to decide on what you do with your subjects, and there's a number of different events that you have to survive through, and you know, you have a family and so on and so forth. I'm actually not entirely sure where this picks off, because, or should I say picks up, because I haven't played it yet, because it's best played fresh, in my opinion. This is going to be one of those times where you just think, yeah, you need to experience it.
I write with unfortunate tidings. The negotiations with Baron Kavka have broken down. Even worse, the early cold has frozen our swamps. As I write this, Kavka's armies have driven us from our keep. We expect he will pursue us northwards until we can retreat behind your safe walls at Grevno. We should reach you in around 2 months' time. I look forward to seeing you, old friend, though I regret it's not in better times. Lord Jakob. P.S. What good fortune that you were repairing your wall when last I visited. I will be grateful for it when my armies and I arrive.
Ah, there we go. Alright, so we have a small letter there from Lord Jakob, and let us now continue onward. I had no idea it was going to be voiced. I wonder whether every piece of dialogue is voiced now. No, it isn't. Okay, well, that's actually good for me, because that means I can say it, and it's a little bit easier for me to commentate, because then I don't have to stop speaking and, you know, do all that stuff. Anyway. It seems Lord Jakob is on his way much sooner than expected, and with an enemy in pursuit. Aurelia warned me this wouldn't work. Your Grace, petitioners are starting to queue for you in the throne room. He's not that old, but I'm going to give him that old man voice. I'd better put on the crown then. And something to keep warm. Alright, so does that mean we can... Oh, yeah, look at that. We can move around. Okay, so use A and D, and then use this to interact with our surroundings. Okay, here we go. What is this? It is freezing this morning. And there we go. We're gonna... Oh, I love the animations and the quality of them. Oh, they are so good. That should do it. All right, where's the crown? There it is. Oh, yeah, so I think... Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this does pick up where the previous game left off. I think so. Because Aurelia, I seem to recall, is the daughter of the king. It feels a little heavier every day. As you can see, we have gold and we have supplies here. Now, these are the things that we'll have to balance if we want to be a decent king. And this is our quest log. The king of Davern carries a lot on his shoulders. And it's not just the crown that adds the weight. Oh yeah, I know that all too well. I really do. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so explore the castle? Do I need to actually do that, or... Okay, I guess so. So should I go to... So if I click on throne room, then it takes me to the throne room. Okay. Alright, good to know. Good day, Your Grace. What news from our friend Lord Jakob? It seems we'll have him with us much sooner than expected. Oh, so the negotiations were successful? Quite the opposite, unfortunately. It's the worst-case scenario. It's come to battle with Baron Kavka's army, and Jakob is on his way here to seek shelter behind our walls. Take heart, Your Grace. Grevno's outer wall is near completion. All we promised Lord Jakob was a safe place and to look after his son until it's over. Well, we'll see. Here comes the queue. Alright, here we go. So now this is exactly what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to figure out what is best for your citizens, and you're going to hopefully have a pretty decent time of things. Cross fingers. Could you please check on the kids when you have time? This is our wife, by the way. Timo's been here for weeks now. The babies never stop crying, and I'm tired. Once again, I must remind you I don't have enough energy for this. And I must remind you, Aurelia, Lord Jakob is one of my oldest friends. Refusing to help him was just not an option. Yes, but where was this friend when we dealt with the Radovians or during our war with Atana? Oh yes, indeed. This is indeed a continuation. I absolutely... Okay, here's the thing. I love this game, and I just didn't want to look anything up about it. Because the previous game was so incredibly impactful, and it really is something you have to play, alright? You have to play Yes Your Grace, or if you don't want to play it, as I said, I have a full playthrough, so there's also that. Anyway. He said there was nothing he could do, so we should have told him the same. Doesn't it matter to you that I also need your help, Eric? I don't think you quite understand what I'm up against on my own. Wait a minute. Aurelia is our daughter, isn't it? Wait a minute. I'm not entirely sure. You're not on your own, Aurelia. I'm here. That's what I'm going to say. I'd be happy to check on the kids. Thank you, my dear. No, I think... No. I am... no, that is our wife. Okay, good to know. Alright, so... so that basically means that I can now explore the castle if I want to and go and check on the kids. But we're going to just continue with the procession here. Your Grace, the Master Builder wants to see you about the construction work. Perfect timing. I was meant to pay him a visit today. More than ever, we're going to need that wall to hold up. I trust his news is good. I believe so. It's best to see him at the wall. Alright, and then we have another quest to go and see that fellow at the wall. A better king would have protected us from the cruelties of the last year's war. Your people were the ones who suffered most from your decisions. It is only fair that you help us now. We need a new stable for our stock. Rebuilding our home took everything we had. Our workers are exhausted and there are no supplies left. You now have the opportunity to right your wrongs. Help us, Your Grace. Alright, so now what we can do is we basically have to decide what do we want to go for and who do we want to use. Okay, plus 10 combat, plus 10 labor. I'm actually not entirely sure how the new system works. I guess we'll go with... I don't even know what plus 10 weather is. What is plus 10 weather? I don't know. Shall we go for the general? Let's do that. Here, I hope I can gain back your trust one day. That is kind indeed. We will remember your support. Thank you. Alright, so here's the thing. Yes, Your Grace has this wonderful, wonderful narrative where you make a decision in week 1, and then later on in, like, I don't know, one of the later weeks, like week 8 or 9 or 10 or even further than that, and then that decision that you made that you thought was extremely minor at the time actually turns into an absolutely monumental, you know, spiral of things that all happen at the same time, and you think, oh, what? That thing that I decided to do back then actually had an impact? Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. We were clearing out a forest for a new part of Hester trip, Your Grace. Me and my papa have been doing this for years now. Usually everything goes rather smoothly, Your Grace, but not this time. One of the trees we cut down didn't land where we thought it would. You see, Papa doesn't hear well anymore. Must have been all those years at the sawmill. I tried shouting at him, waving, but he was too lost, those birds of his, watching them. All right. It was a white-backed woodpecker or something along those lines. Woodpecker? He says they're rare to see, but I wouldn't know. The point is the tree fell on him. Well, he mostly got out of the way, but he was clumsy and his leg got trapped under one of the branches. We got him out from under the log, but the leg is smushed to a pulp. Very nasty. We tried everything to help him, but I'm worried he won't see another day. You're our last hope, Your Grace. Your Grace, this is the perfect task for our witch. She's very skilled at treating wounds. Well, it's actually good that I didn't use the witch beforehand then, because I wouldn't be able to use her now, I think? Maybe? Okay, so we're going to have to use her twice here, it seems. Maybe? How do I... Wait a minute. How do I... Ah, yeah. Okay. So we need to use her twice here to do that. Okay. I hope this is enough to ease his pain. Thank you, Your Grace. We won't forget your generosity. I will get back to Papa right away. I can't wait to tell him he might get another chance to see the wood bird. Now, here's the funny thing. Accepting everyone's request is probably not the best idea, and you're going to have to make some really difficult and rather painful decisions later on down the line. Obviously, right now, if you think about the fact that you have very limited resources, like for example, let's say that someone asks you for, I don't know, half of your gold. Are you going to give it? And if you do give it, in the next week, maybe someone's going to ask you for 12 gold and you don't have the 12 gold, but the 12 gold is extremely important for that particular decision. And maybe the person that asked you for half of your gold before is doing it for, well, nothing. Maybe they're scamming you, for example. That's the kind of thing that can happen. Your Grace, hear me out. I know people don't usually care for cats, but I love mine. The farmer next to me started luring her inside and feeding her whatever garbage he wants. She comes home less and less often, and when she does, she gets fatter and fatter. I know that with winter on, it's its way. It sounds like a luxury problem, but I'm worried about her nutrition. Please send somebody to deal with my neighbor, or give me something that will help me talk him out of it. Alright. I can give him I can give her a focus poultice. Why do I want to do that? That's not going to do anything. That's also not going to do anything. I can't do anything with any of these people, as you can see right here. I mean, I can do all three, but I think that I no offense, but I actually don't think that I'm going to have to decline this. I really don't think that this is really not going to help at all. As you can see, we have happiness 40 here, and we have discontent 0. But the thing is, as I said to you, you cannot take every single request. I don't think that this is important enough. Unfortunately, you know, I care for animals myself. I'm, you know, very much wanting to try and take care of as many people as possible, of course. But that is not something that I think we are going to be able to do anything about. Declining quests can usually lead to increasing discontent in our people. Let's avoid it by satisfying the needs of this petitioner. You can not only combine various agents together, but also aid them by providing items. Oh, okay. So basically the tutorial is just telling me to do it. That should do the trick. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Your Grace. Alright, well I was actually going to decline, but alright, okay, fine. I guess that's what they wanted to do. Oh yeah, and there's also a threat meter this time. I'm not entirely sure if there was one last time in the previous game, but as you can see, 10 until next threat event. So you're going to have to be a bit careful about that. So now we have a quest log, and we've got royal matters, as you can see. So as you can see, Sadani here, your almost youngest of daughters. Always a handful, but always brings you a lot of joy too. Queen Aurelia is overwhelmed. We should check on the kids. That is optional, of course, but it would probably be a good idea if we did it. So that is the reason why we're probably going to go ahead and do that. Council room, the wall, no. Okay, yeah. Is she in the council room? Let's go in the council room and see. I think she probably, yes, there we go. Okay, yeah, I actually need to move around. I don't just click. Hey, Timo, and hello, my... Pumpkin. Pumpkin! Father, not in front of our guest. Certainly, Pumpkin. Mother wanted me to check on you. Are you kids behaving? Timo, he's here. It's time. Should we hide? Too late for that. Just follow my lead. How are you settling in, Timo? Is Sadani taking care of you? I'm taken care of, Sadani's papa. Thank you, Sadani's papa. Oh, wow, okay. Go on, Timo, you wanted to say something? No, you do it. Oh, fine. Ahem. Your Grace, what a long day it has been. Oh, I am so very tired, I am. Now, if you could... if you could pass me this mug, Your Grace. Oh, I am so thirsty. What's going on here? Now, would you like me to pour you some wine, milady? I love the animations. The animations are absolutely fantastic. Really, really high quality. So, or is there a chance you expected something to happen with the mug? Tymo, did you... You were supposed to fill in the cup with water, cover the top with a parchment, and flip it all upside down. I'm sorry, I was practicing my bow, like Father said. Well, stop wasting time from now on. You ruined a perfectly planned prank. Ugh, let's go, donkey bottom. In other words, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so, yeah, so we can now interact with this. Ha! At least she's not causing any harm. And we can also speak to this fellow right here if we want to, or we can explore the rest of this area. Your Grace, you've been successfully avoiding me these past few weeks, but we need to make the chronicle. Do you want me to go through your past decisions now? It will only take a moment. If you would rather not, I can just fill in the gaps myself. Well, let's get on with it then. Hopefully I can still remember everything. Ask away. Okay, so now this is actually... this might be spoilerific, so if you have not seen or played Yes Your Grace, then I would recommend either watching the playthrough or playing it yourself, and just, you know, skip ahead in the video a little bit if you don't want to see this, okay? Let's start with Norsulia. Your eldest daughter was married off to Ivo, Prince of Atana, where she... You know, I didn't have a choice with that matter. Wait a minute, is it actually taking my decisions that I made? If it is, that's amazing. Norsulia was killed, and Atana became our enemy. Can we skip to the parts I actually had an impact on? Fair. In that case, tell me about Queen Aurelia. Did you ever go through with the ritual to help her conceive a male heir? I think so. Aurelia and I decided it would be best for the kingdom to perform the ritual. And what about the heir? We had a... I have no idea. I have no idea what we had, actually. Girl? Wait, the ritual didn't go as planned. Oh, no. I actually don't know. Not long after she was born, the queen also gave birth to a little boy. Of course, the queen managed to complete her royal duty regardless. Perfect. We're blasting through this. Next. What about your middle daughter, Asalia? What happened when you found out about her secret love for a Radovian girl? Yes, I remember this. I let her go with Maya. That's what I did. Who am I to stand in the way of love? Asalia went to explore the world with Maya. I remember that. For some reason, I don't remember a huge amount about the eldest daughter. For some reason, that's actually a crime in my opinion. But oh well. Almost done with this part. And what happened with our little sweet pea, Princess Sadani? She survived the final battle. Yes, she did. I made sure. I certainly did. It was the bear that helped, correct? Yes. Sadani had a bear. She loved the bear to bits. It's a shame he ran away after the battle. Maybe for the best. Fantastic. We've gone through the most important questions. I can see you have quite a lot on your head already, Your Grace. We will come back to this another time. Farewell. I actually feel like maybe this should have been done in the beginning, because we've already met a bunch of people, to be honest. Okay. Wait a minute. We've got the wall here now. Okay, so let's actually have a look. The events of the recent Atana War must be transcribed for the future generations of Davern. King Eric has managed to avoid the scribe in his paperwork so far, but like everything else, it has caught up to him. And, yeah, we can now go and speak to the fellow, the Master Builder, and that is exactly what we're going to do here. Finally, Your Grace. I'm just going to say, keep up the good work. Send for me when you have an update. Oh. Okay, I was actually praising him because I wanted him to feel like he was valued, because let's face it, he's the Master Builder. He should probably be valued. Anyway, you sent for me? Please don't tell me there have been any more problems or setbacks. Of course not, Your Grace. I'm proud to show you our progress. The wall is nearly complete. I can answer any questions you may have. Well, tell me then. Do we have all the necessary resources? What's the status of our supplies and equipment? Do we need anything critical? Oh no, yes, everything is going well. There are some very, very minor hiccups with the limestone delivery, but I know just the guy who will make sure any potential bottlenecks are dealt with. You don't have to worry with me in charge, Your Grace. Well, how's the crew? Is everyone well fed and motivated to do the best job? A few folk are protesting the workload, but at least it's not the whole crew. Some ale will motivate the rest, I'm sure. Nothing I haven't dealt with before. It's going to turn out masterfully, Your Grace, take my word. Well, we don't have a lot of time. This wall must be completely rebuilt before Lord Jakob arrives here at Grevno. His letters say he and his army will be here within 2 months. The weather isn't making it any easier for them to travel, but they are much faster than Baron Kavka in his pursuit. Of course, no more setbacks or delays. I promise to deliver the wall on time. And hey, at least we only have to worry about this one thing. No bandits, no Atana. It will all end well, I'm sure of it. Very well. Keep up the good work and let me know at once of any problems. Your Grace, someone is awaiting your audience in the throne room. Alright, so we should probably go back there. Alright, so yeah, we should probably go, yeah, we have to await the construction. Okay, so we're just going to go back to the throne room now. I love the quick travel system. I think there was something like that in the previous one, so you know, I think that's great. Ah, wait a minute. Please do forgive me coming here so late in the day, but it is a serious matter, Your Grace. My name is Yanka. I trade in rare creatures. Let me guess. Goblins? Griffins? Actually, yes, in a sense. How do I put this? The swans have stolen my lion. You have my attention. This sounds like it will be good. Let me guess. The swans breathe fire, the lion can fly. No, no, no. There's a real explanation, Your Grace. You know the swans, right? The famous bandit gang. I was transporting a lion for a lord when the swans ambushed me on the road. Now my lion is gone. Okay, and where do I come in? You're the professional lion wrangler, Yanka. How do you expect me to be able to help? When the swans attacked my cart, the lion disappeared into the forest. All I ask is that you lend some resources to my search. Or at the very least, could you keep an ear out for clues? How valuable is this lion anyway? If I found it, I might be tempted just to keep it. Very valuable, Your Grace. But do you know how to care for him? If you feed a lion improperly, there's no getting your arm back. You'll need my help to care for the beast and to help him find a buyer. Of course, you'll get a cut of my profits if you help. Yanka, is that your name? I'm tempted to help you, but we're absolutely strapped right now. I can't take another thing. Well, I have 12 gold. I'm not entirely sure if that's enough. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. How about I come back another time? Guards, with me, to the wall. Alright, well, I would have actually been happy to help, but I guess I don't actually have enough. Oh, what has happened here? Magic, what else could it be? A bad spell for sure. Is that a pun? Is he doing a pun right there? Guards, clear out the rocks, search the rubble, help the wounded. I want a report of all casualties, all injuries, and equipment damage. Now, someone better tell me when we can have this damn wall back up. Alright, wow, okay. Can I help, actually? Okay, the threat has increased. Lord Jakob will return to Grevno in 10 weeks. With the collapse of the wall, the threat draws ever closer. One can only hope the situation doesn't get out of hand. The threat level will increase every turn. If the threat reaches its maximum, you will lose your kingdom. It is important to prevent the threat level from reaching its maximum before week 10. When the threat reaches the red line, it will trigger events that can have consequences for the kingdom. So that's what I was telling you about earlier. Okay, so collect taxes. The happier people are, the more they are willing to support their king. You can, of course, demand more from them at a cost of gaining discontent. Unused happiness will go towards your influence, so make sure you distribute it wisely. Okay. Right. So collect taxes, appease discontent. We don't have any discontent, so I'm just going to collect taxes. Whoa, we are collecting a lot of taxes right there. Can I collect more? Wait a minute. Can I collect all? Okay, now we can demand taxes. Let's not demand taxes, okay? We're just going to go with, you know, just getting all the happiness that we can, and then we'll just continue onward. But yeah, we can see here that we actually have laws available here. You can pass various laws of Davern. Your kingdom level will determine how many laws you will be able to pass. Every odd kingdom level will increase your maximum happiness instead. And then we have agents, of course. So they're an important part of keeping your populace happy. You can enlist new ones, heal them if they ever get wounded, and make sure to pay their salary to refresh their agent points. Yeah, I should probably pay their salary, shouldn't I? Well, I should definitely pay these people. So, wait a minute. I literally have to spend 18 to pay these? Are you joking that I have to pay them so much? I only have 13 gold left. Okay, well, wait a minute. Maybe I actually do need to demand some taxes. I don't really want to do that. But I kind of have to, don't I? Okay, well, let's see. How much can I get? Let's get that. Can I appease discontent? No, I can't do that right now. Okay. At the marketplace, you can buy items that will help you keep your petitioners happy. So you can obviously buy some stuff here. So a cape. So yeah, basically these things can then be used as one-off consumables in certain conversations and certain things for, you know, the people that come and see you. So that's actually quite cool, and that means that you're probably gonna have a pretty decent time of things if you can actually decide which one you want to go for. I actually don't even know whether we want to buy anything right now. And then in the transactions panel, you can see an overview of this week's transactions. You can use the clear tab button on each screen to start distributing your resources again. All right, so we obviously paid the agents. In my opinion, this is really important because we had no energy on them whatsoever. I think that's pretty important. And we're going to go to week 2. Week 2. Kavka's armies are drawing closer. Your people's discontent is rising. I couldn't find my crown this morning. How could it have gotten misplaced? Here's my report on the wall collapse, Your Grace. Oh, my love, my dear sweet honey. Your beauty is blinding as the sun in the sky. Oh no, that's the wrong page. Ah, got it. 2 soldiers have a concussion. The chef has broken his arm. The master builder is dead. What? Really? He died? I can't believe it. I can't believe he literally just ended up dying. That is hilarious. Okay, well, not funny, haha, but like, you know, I'm just shocked. Wait, what was that? The master builder died? Then who is supervising the construction now? Not to worry, Your Grace. We've already found a qualified replacement. He's waiting at the site. Already? That seems a little too convenient. He showed all the right qualifications, Your Grace, and he was very professional. I think he's probably a charlatan, isn't he? Given our urgent situation, I don't think we can afford to linger in decisions. Hopefully we'll have no more problems. And here come the people of Davern. You can deal with them first or check the building site. Whichever you prefer. The folk will always await their king. Okay, no offense now. I'm guessing 100% that this builder, the new builder, is the person or is associated with the people that caused the accident at the wall. Or, shall we say, caused the destruction, because it's probably not an accident, all things considered. So, let's talk to the bird. Who's this letter from? I don't recognize this wine-colored wax seal. Eric, my new trade route with Atana is assured. I understand you are opposed to my plans, and that you have offered shelter to my enemy. But you're nonetheless invited to celebrate with me after I kill your friend Jakob, of course. Perhaps a taste of my famous wine will soothe the sting. But I accept that just trying to survive this winter will keep you busy enough. Once I deal with Jakob, I'll be stopping by. All the best. Baron Kavka of Prakis? Prasis? Prakis, I guess? I don't know. Ugh. So it's from Kavka. They say when the snow falls, it falls fast. The Lord of Prakis is certainly brave behind a pen. Let's see what happens when he gets here. This is bad. Baron Kavka has quite the army behind him, they say. His wine trade has made him rich. And there's no way I can just leave Jakob outside the castle walls. Maybe the queen was right about me taking on too much. I had better seek her advice and see how the kids are holding up. Alright, so we got a little bit of an optional thing right there that we can potentially do. It's probably going to be a good idea to do that. I'm going to go out to the wall first, though, because I want to see who this guy is. I'm intrigued, and this is the whole thing. I can already tell from the way he looks that he's I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this guy. Let's see. Maybe he's going to be good. Who knows? Your Grace, how can I help? You must be the new master builder. Suspiciously looking at him. How are things looking? Ah, how kind of you to greet me crownless, Your Grace. A true king of the people. That's why we had the fire in our hearts to restore the lost progress in less than a week. Ta-da! See? No harm done. It's not often you come by someone who knows how to build, let alone do such work in a week. Yes, what a lucky coincidence. A happy occurrence of fate, clearly. Ah, and I've forgotten my manners. Allow me to introduce myself. Oh, yeah, this guy's too suave. This guy's too suave for his own good. I am Julian, your new master builder, and may I say it is an honor to work at this lovely, lovely property. If it pleases your grace, I will gladly answer any questions you may have. I do have a few questions, actually. Please, Julian, tell me what caused the accident last week. Ah, your grace, the answer is so absurd as to give offense. I need a minute to process the indignity of it all. You see, the culprit was termites. Too many louts eating and drinking at the construction site is what I say. Whatever happened to manners? To professionalism? How exactly do termites bring down a wall built of brick and limestone? Well, of course, the termites were only a small piece of the puzzle. A critical piece, I mean, but the scaffolding work, the crane, and even the palisade were shoddy from the beginning. Layman's work. A weak beam here, a loose nail there, and a feast for termites was laid. This is the kind of thing that comes from, forgive me, your grace, inattention to detail. But fear not, your wall is in the best hands now, your grace. No, I'm still not buying it, for me personally. It seems our previous builder had some difficulty in handling them. We asked the question, how is the crew dealing with this new leader? And let's have a look. Yes, well, that's a little awkward, actually. There has been some dire unprofessionalism to date, your grace. It comes from low morale and overwork, but still, now it is my duty to inspire the workers to do their very best. I have some talent as a singer, you know. Music sometimes helps us all stay on task. Not too different from an army, in fact. Yes, I really do have a feeling that this guy is definitely going to be somewhat important, but maybe not. Sometimes my hunches are wrong, let's face it, quite often, but you know, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just a cleverly written character who gives off the air of suspicion, but maybe he actually is just what he seems. Maybe he's just a guy that wants to help us out, but I doubt it somehow. How long until the wall is fully repaired? I'm eager to know when we'll have a castle wall again. It's rather important. Right, of course, the utmost. We've caught up a fair bit, but could you propose a deadline, perhaps? Allow me to put it this way. If there is no wall within the next few weeks, there might be no one left to deliver your pay. I see. Well, this is surely enough time to strengthen the palisade, but... You see, your grace, the real issue is the limestone. I think the previous master builder did say something about that. What's the issue with the limestone? Well, I hate to tell you this, your grace, but we're low on mortar. Without limestone, there's only so much more we can do. Oh, I wonder what happened to the quarry deliveries. Everyone is so unreliable these days, but I do know a good site from a previous project. Reach out to the village in Brune, your grace. They may be able to supply us with more limestone. Ah, okay, so he is actually helpful, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm still a little bit dubious about him. All right, we'll go to the council room and we'll see what's actually going on there, because obviously we want to check on the kids, we want to check on the queen and everything. And what do we have going on here? Are they gonna be cheeky again? Maybe they are. Yes, father, your grace. I bring news, Timo. We've received a letter from your father. Father, where's your crown? I was hoping you could tell me. Are you and Timo getting into mischief? What? No, I didn't even think of that. Ugh, I really need to up my pranks game somehow. Without a crown, are you even a real king? Oh no, my father needs a real king, said Dani's papa. Don't worry, Timo, it's not lost, just misplaced. Speaking of your father, I bet he's looking forward to seeing you. Your father says he hopes you're being good and that he cares for you very much. He'll be with us again soon. Soon? How soon? But I haven't had any time to practice my bow. Ah, there's still lots of time for that. Let's read this letter from my sister Asalia. Sounds like she's riding bisons, having the time of her life. Remember when Asalia secretly placed cat feces under Lord Sulia's pillow? Forget archery. We need to think about how to surpass that prank. Who's Lord Sulia? She's my older sister, but... So, one last prank, and then I'll let you practice? You promise? My father told me that one day I'll have to take up arms and defend the kingdom. I promise. One last prank. Or maybe two. We have to beat Asalia. Don't cause any trouble. Stay safe, Pumpkin. Yeah, we're going to call her Pumpkin for the remainder of the time, I guess. Anyway, here we go. These are all the letters my daughter Asalia has sent us from her adventures abroad. I'd like to... I want to read them. I would love to be able to read them. I hope maybe we can read them in the full game. I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to. But yeah, I am actually going to be ending this episode off here now. I would highly recommend. This is such an amazingly wonderful game with a huge amount of passion poured into it. And you can quite clearly tell the pedigree of the first game, Yes Your Grace. Obviously, this is the sequel to that. And it is highly, highly, highly recommended. Add it to your wish list. Watch my playlist or play the game yourself. Or both. Who knows? You know, whatever you want to do. But I would highly recommend checking it out in one way or another, because this is one of the best narrative simulations where you get to literally play as a king, and your choices actually have real ramifications, consequences, sometimes dire, sometimes not, and it is amazing. So there's a link in the description, add it to your wishlist. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just really, really love this game. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.